Hey, this is Aiden with Workman Firearms. Today we're going to be talking about the Smith Wesson EZ9 and why it's such a phenomenal option for individuals that might have weaker hand strength, arthritis in the wrist, hands, and fingers, and even poor finger dexterity. Now, a common complication with individuals that have weaker hand strength is they cannot manipulate the slide of their firearm. If you can't manipulate the slide of your firearm, well, you can't effectively chamber around, and you're not going to be comfortable with that firearm either. So that's why the Smith Wesson EZ is such a phenomenal option for individuals that might suffer with weaker hand strength. I'm going to talk about 3 top reasons why we recommend this firearm. Starting off with number 1, it's in the name of the firearm. It's very easy to rack that slide. But why is that? Well, 2 reasons. The first reason is the recoil spring. They changed it. So now it's 13 pounds compared to the M&P 2.09 mod line, which was 16 pounds. Now, it's only a 3-pound difference, but trust me, those 3 pounds make a dramatic difference, and you'll know what I'm talking about when you actually go out and feel how easy that slide is. Now, the second reason is it's not a striker-fired system anymore. Compared to the other, like the M&P 2.09 models, that was a striker-fired system. Now, the EZ is an internal hammer-fired system, which actually makes it easier to rack that slide. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Let's take a look. So as you can see here, we have the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield chambered to 9, and the Smith & Wesson EZ also chambered to 9. Looking at the M&P Shield that's chambered to 9, this is a striker unit right here. On the EZ, this is an internal hammered system. And you can tell by the exposed firing pin in the rear. That silver portion is actually what the hammer strikes and hits, allowing that firing pin to go forward, thus firing your handgun. Looking at the lower, you can see right here is the hammer. So when I pull the trigger, the hammer comes up and strikes that firing pin, making the weapon fire. Without that, with a striker system, you're not going to have that hammer. There's no internal hammer. It's just that striker fired system and your sear, which is right back here, that catches that firing pin. And when you release it, the sear depresses, allowing that firing pin to go forward. Now, talking about the second reason why this is such a great option for individuals with a decreased hand strength is Smith & Wesson changed out the magazines. Now, if you think about it, well, what's the hardest part when you're actually utilizing your firearm? Well, number 1 is actually manipulating that slide, effectively chambering around. That can be difficult with individuals that have decreased hand strength. Well, number 2, which is also the most time-consuming and boring part, is loading your magazines. Now, if you've ever loaded the last round or 2 into that brand new magazine, you understand how difficult that can be sometimes. Well, Smith & Wesson thought of that, and they made these tiny little thumb takedowns on each side of the magazine. So as you're loading your rounds, you can actually pull down on that thumb takedown and load in those rounds very easy, literally effortlessly. So this is a great advantage if you have poor hand strength. And then for my third reason, which is one of my favorite reasons, is you can load this firearm one-handed. So if you are injured and you can only use one hand or one arm, well, the Smith & Wesson EZ is basically calling your name. And I'll walk you through it. I have a dummy rounds in this magazine. Insert the magazine like so. Take a nice overhand grip on it and just pull that slide all the way to the rear. Let go. And as you can see, successfully chamber that round. Very easy to do. Thanks for watching.